Well, Nombo, what Eskom really stressed, and this is the Eskom CEO, Brian Molifa, really stressed, was around the 25% and really breaking down this figure, saying that in actual fact what Eskom is asking for is a 9.5% increase or close to 10% increase, because the 12.69% had already been granted by NERSA during the previous MYPD3 application that Eskom brought forward. And then there's of course the 2.51%, which is the environmental levy. Now the environmental levy is yet to be granted or yet to be confirmed by Cabinet. So Cabinet hasn't done that yet, but that 2.51% is still part of this application. And Eskom really stressing that they need that 9.5% additional increase to make sure that they buy enough diesel so that the turbines can continue to run in cases where we have load shedding.
Now, Aldrin, these are public hearings. So apart from Eskom making its statements, what are other stakeholders on the ground saying about the potential for higher tariffs?
Well, as you mentioned earlier on, for instance, the ferro alloy producers really stressing that there will be job cuts if this increase is granted. And another suggestion that they came up, for instance, or compromise rather, is that they'd rather have interrupted electricity supply, so they'd rather have load shedding than have expensive tariffs that the companies would have to deal with. Another suggestion that came through is the time of use tariffs. This is a program that's quite similar, or a proposal rather, that's quite similar to what we see during the e-tolls, where when motorists use the roads during the day, they'll get lower tariffs, or even during the night. So that's one proposal that came through, and it's we're yet to see whether NERSA will grant Eskom that tariff increase.
All right then, Aldrin, that's where we'll leave it. I'm sure you'll have more for us later in the bulletins. That was our reporter, Aldrin Sampear, reporting live from the NERSA hearings.